This video got 2.4 million views, titled Jacksepticeye was right about MrBeast. Now, I know Jacksepticeye has always been a MrBeast hater since day one because he believes he hates the platform. But is that all he was right about? I mean, I agree. I do think MrBeast has caused a lot more harm than good to come to a platform that used to be about the creators that has now become a contest of who can give away the most money and do the most ridiculous shit possible, and it's something that will eventually plateau and never be sustainable. Yeah, no, I would agree that MrBeast has done a lot more harm than good. But what else was Jacksepticeye attempting to convey here?
The guy keeps on taking shots.
Jacksepticeye is retarded? Well, he was recently diagnosed with autism, so I guess that is true.
At MrBeast, because whether it be hanging out with Elon Musk right after he was listed in the Epstein files, launching a predatory kids finance app, or
okay, once again, I already don't like the framing of this video. This already seems like a video framed to go to toddlers, like implying that Elon Musk is like a giga predator is just fucking, oh my God. It's so exhausting. Yeah, this framing is it's just in such bad faith, bro. It's so embarrassing.
Literally any of his other scammy businesses that include use of AI or child labor. As the days go by, we realize that Jacksepticeye was completely right to call out MrBeast as an evil and terrible person. So if you didn't know already, this beef between Jack and Jimmy has been going on for a couple of years now, with it really starting in the September of 2023, when in a lie detector test video with Tommy in it, he was questioned whether he thought MrBeast ruined YouTube.
Now Jack, a completely unrelated question. Do you like MrBeast? No. Jack, do you think MrBeast ruined YouTube? Yes.
I will also say, Jack saying this shit during this time period was very base because dick sucking MrBeast was kind of a meta for a very long time, especially when the MrBeast restaurant came out and the Feastables chocolate came out. It was incredibly base to say that you don't fuck with this guy at that time.
Ooh. Now, in all honesty, Jack, why? Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun. You just don't think you had fun playing Squid Games? You don't think you had fun riding on yachts? Building wells in Africa? I don't know. If he had fun doing those videos, they'd be longer. We'd see the fun. Ooh. I thought you were going to get me with that one, didn't you?
Now, Jack definitely has a good point. Him and other OG YouTubers such as Dan TDM and Markiplier were part of the gaming YouTube golden age. They'd set up OBS with their trashy webcams and record themselves playing games for hours, and it was some of the best entertainment millions of kids across the world had in their childhood. It wasn't about fancy setups, crazy editing, or giving away millions of dollars. Literally dudes playing games in front of their computers.
And you know what was crazy? Was like, that was like peak content back in the day. I remember playing or watching PewDiePie play Happy Wheels like every fucking day, or watching him do like an Amnesia playthrough. And it was like peak fucking content. Even I would still say like just Markiplier playing Five Nights at Freddy's or a horror game to me was still beyond peak fucking content. But now, like, in order to be entertaining, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, we all know MrBeast is like corny as fuck. Like, I can't stand listening to the guy fucking talk. The only way this guy is pseudo palatable is when he's giving away $3 million on a game show. Other than that, I'm never gonna watch MrBeast play anything because he's just not that entertaining. Now, he's good at making environments to be entertaining in for other people, but he himself is about as compelling as a paper fucking bag. And that's what I miss on YouTube. Like, for example, like for me, MrBeast has to give away $3 million for me to watch his YouTube videos, where Box, all he has to do is play TFT, and I'm the exact same level as entertained. But he does make content where it's like, you're pretty much have to watch it because it's so absurd, but it's just not sustainable for anybody else on the platform.
MrBeast came into the scene doing these ridiculous challenges, basically making people suffer for money and views. And you can tell Jimmy took this one to heart, as his response was pretty long and heated. So he replied on Twitter, "So I ruined YouTube because I didn't buy a mansion and a sports car, and instead reinvested my dollars into making content focused on doing good and inspiring kids to help people. If he had fun, the videos would be longer. What does that even mean, lol? You think I'd give up every hour of my life for 14 years if I didn't have fun? This clip is insanely disrespectful in my opinion, and obviously there is so much I could say about his content, but I'll just take the punches and be the bigger man, sigh." Now, this started a massive debate on Twitter, because on one side many thought Jack was right, and MrBeast is making YouTube way too unauthentic and corporate. YouTube started as people being able to record their own creations onto a platform, but now it's TV level entertainment with millions of dollars being invested into it. And to
I personally think it's corny as fuck. Even as a enjoyer of MrBeast Games Season 2, it would be a complete dog shit show without the ludicrous amount of money being given away. But that's the only entertainment value is, what the fuck? He's giving away that much money? How? It is retarded slop content. Like, it genuinely is. It's for kids.
most people, it was like the complete opposite of what they wanted. If people wanted to watch Hollywood production, they'd go to the cinema or to Netflix, not YouTube. And if you think that was bad, well, recently he's gotten himself into more controversies. During this year's Super Bowl, he was actually part of an ad that used AI.
But it won't be easy. Good news, you have Slackbot, the powerful new AI from Salesforce to help you decipher the puzzle.
More specifically, Slackbot, which is pretty much like an AI assistant that is probably going to get more people laid off from their jobs. And Jimmy would then also get a lot of backlash for promoting and supporting Elon Musk, even after he was named in the Epstein files.
I'm sorry. I think that this guy making this video is fucking retarded. I'm sorry, man. The other thing is that, like, there's so much shit that's not confirmed at all. But, like, people already want to treat Elon Musk like he's a turbo pedophile. It's just insane. Like, can we just wait until this shit is confirmed before damning someone's entire existence? Maybe I'm the problem, believing innocent until proven guilty and not the other way around like society likes to think. But this shit is retarded. This framing is so bad. Like, straight up, this is the most obviously biased video I've ever seen.
I even just saw on Twitter he was promoting Elon Musk's Neuralink, which is exactly what you think it is.
Which is a computer chip surgically implanted into the brain, enabling people like Nolan here to reconnect to the world. So you were paralyzed from the neck down.
Yeah, and for about 8 years, I was trying to find some purpose in my life.
And then you got Neuralink, and what has that changed?
Anything anyone can do on a computer, I can do.
And he literally does it by using only his brain.
A brain implant technology designed to link the human mind directly to computers. The device enables users to move a cursor or even control robotic limbs using only their thoughts.
That's crazy.
Now on paper, I guess this sounds pretty good. It allows disabled people to regain movement and communication. But if you're asking me, this is a bit too far, because this isn't AirPods or an iPhone update. This is your brain. And when you promote something like that, especially to an audience full of teenagers who already idolize Elon Musk like he's Iron Man, you're normalizing the idea that plugging your mind into a corporation's hardware is just the next cool thing. Honestly, this makes me feel hella uncomfortable, because at the end of the day, you're giving a private company access to signals coming directly from your brain. Once they put a chip in your brain, what would stop them from rewriting your memory, implanting false memory?
They're already doing that with the media, bro. Acting like this doesn't already happen is absurd.
Mind control you, or just press a button to fry your brain. Yeah, this could go very wrong. Hey Patrick.
Jimmy's biggest crime, supporting Elon Musk. Oh my God, lock him up, guys.
You forgot to pay your taxes last year? We're shutting off your ability to speak. Have fun. I mean, what if this Neuralink gets hacked or something? Like, that would be genuinely insane. And we're not done yet, as around the same time, MrBeast would announce he has acquired Step, a teen-focused financial app valued at $900 million, in a deal reportedly worth over $1 billion. With him putting out a tweet saying, "I'm so excited to share that we are acquiring the financial services app Step. Nobody told me about investing, building credit, or managing money when I was growing up. That's exactly why we're joining forces with Step. I want to give millions of young people the financial foundation I never had, lots to share soon." Now on paper, this actually sounds pretty decent. Jimmy is...
I keep on hearing him say this for everything that MrBeast has done. And trust me, I don't like MrBeast by any stretch of the imagination. I honestly find him annoying as shit. But we don't need to make up things to make Jimmy look bad. We can already talk about the things that he's actually done that are irritating, that are actually bad, rather than making things up. And that's what I really don't like about today's climate for shitting on people. Rather than just focus on what they actually did, we like to make things up and exaggerate things they've already done to make them look bad, rather than just focusing on the truth. It's so annoying.
putting out an app to help teens build their financial future, increase their credit score, help save money, and invest. But when you actually take a look at the app's features, it seems more like MrBeast acquired a bank that targets children because they're easy prey and you can give them credit cards and loans at 30% APR. Now, some fan on Twitter would quote tweet this saying, "If you said this guy was evil like 2 years ago, people would try to drone strike your house." And Jacksepticeye quote tweeted that with the yikes emoji. Once again, trying to prove to everyone that he knew MrBeast was evil all along. There's a reason he bought this app for $1 billion, to make profit. Trust me, he's not doing this out of the kindness of his own heart.
It's like, and once again, I just want to be completely fair. Everything that that app does is already how every other bank or financial institution already operates. Yes, it would be cool if MrBeast did everything for free out of the kindness of his own heart forever, but that's not a thing that people can do. It's like if MrBeast doesn't have the same values as Jesus, that he's just considered a colossal piece of shit. MrBeast, why aren't you giving away $5 million every day for the rest of your life? Oh my God, this guy's fucked up. This guy tried to make a profit. It's like, you know, like people called him evil because it's like, oh, he made chocolate bars. Chocolate bars are bad. Well, at least he's at least yes, the chocolate bars are bad, but he's at least focusing on like workers' condition and making chocolate that's at least a little bit less bad for you. Like, if it's not a complete W, people focus on any negative they possibly can. Like, let's just like focus on the fact that he just sucks to listen to. Right? That's good enough for me to not like the guy. He has zombie eyes, he's clearly a fucking lizard, and he's boring as shit. Well, I don't need to make up the fact that allegedly he's a pedophile rapist supporter. Like, what is the point of this video?
Some people are saying that Jimmy buying a bank whose main product are payday loans targeted towards the youth sounds predatory. But when has a beloved creator with a Minecraft channel ever turned out to be a predator? Besides, if there's one thing I've learned on the internet, when an influencer starts up a finance...
We're calling him a predator? No one's saying he's a pedophile? No. What I said was that he's a pedophile supporter is what's being framed in this video, because they're, once again, pay the fuck attention, bro. I can't watch this video for you. Do you want me to spoon feed you your opinion again?
Financial service with a big focus on cryptocurrency, it's definitely not a scam. Personally, I'm excited for the next phase of MrBeast challenge content. Single mothers versus rising interest rates. Guy who financed a Hellcat he can't afford versus repo man with tow truck. Could you...
That's funny.
Imagine defaulting on your mortgage with MrBeast.
That'd be lit.
Just show up to your house, repossess it, and immediately start giving it away for YouTube videos.
And shout out to that guy Lewis Spears, because this whole video he made on the app was hilarious. Like, are people seriously going to put their hard-earned money into the hands of a dude called MrBeast? And recently, Jacksepticeye has also been very vocal about the direction YouTube is headed in. YouTube CEO Neil Mohan says users will soon be able to use AI to generate shorts using their own likeness. He added that over 1 million channels used YouTube's AI creation tools daily in December.
And let me guess, we're about to hear that AI, get this guys, AI is bad. Let's hear it. Let's see it. AI bad.
To which Jack would quote tweet saying, "I'm tired, boss." Now think about that for
because AI bad. AI not good. Elon Musk use AI. Elon Musk and Epstein files. If you know you stick and rock like God intended, it bad. Okay, gotcha.
Second, AI is generating content using your face, your voice, and your identity. For someone like Jack, who built his channel on his own personality and energy, the idea of AI generating videos using your face probably sounds very disturbing and very, very authentic, because it—
Oh my God, dude. They used AI to make me a thumbnail. Holy fuck. Oh my God, bro. Oh, it's like I got raped. This is awful, bro. I can't believe this. This is dehumanizing to me. This might be the gayest video I've ever seen in my entire life, so I'm going to keep watching it. Once again, it's made some valid points, but holy fuck, the framing of this video is psychotic to me.
completely shifts the focus away from creativity and more towards automation. Instead of asking, what cool video can I make today? It becomes more about how many videos can I produce this week? How much money can I make? How efficiently can I scale? And how can I optimize? Because for
I'm also going to be real. Guilting people for trying to make money is just about the dumbest shit possible, barring like 99% of example, or like 99.9% of the time. I don't give a fuck how people try to make money, because this world is a cold, bitter reality. It is. It is a very fucked up world. Get money where you can. Like, I swear to God, if someone were to tell someone, I'll give you $5 million if you break your significant other's nose, a man would do it without any hesitation, and then the family would say, based, can we please pay our student loans now? Like, a minimum wage job used to be enough to support your wife and 3 kids. Now every house has to be dual income. It's so bad.
MrBeast, that's the kind of environment he thrives in. He wants the best packaging, retention, thumbnails, pacing, editing, whatever. So when YouTube leans further into the AI tools and automation side of the company, it naturally favors people like MrBeast, not the authentic creators such as Jacksepticeye. And this isn't the first time Jack has spoken up about AI specifically. When MrBeast launched ViewStats, it included an AI thumbnail feature that could generate thumbnails based on other creators' channels and styles.
There's a new way to make professional looking viral thumbnails with zero Photoshop experience. And the best part is, this new method works in every niche. Whether you do gaming, cooking, beauty, this works for all of them. From creating custom results from any channel to literally being able to put your face on a thumbnail, it literally feels like cheating.
Okay, I want to be real, guys. How many of you guys see that and say, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. This is worse than 9/11. MrBeast made a way to make AI thumbnails look good. Like, how many of you guys saw that and say, oh my God, I would never support that? Like, bro, the only reason why people were upset about this is because they want you to pay $50 to an artist to make you a thumbnail that took them 30 seconds to make. This is another art, but artists need jobs. Listen, man, I'm not here to give you a fucking job. Okay, you can earn one. All right, if someone makes an easier way to get the product they want, I'm going to take that every single fucking time. And before you say you would never do that, bro, your iPhone is made in a sweatshop in China by unpaid Chinese children. All right, Jujutsu Kaisen is made from the most disgusting work conditions that any animation studio could ever fucking have. All right, I'm not going to pay you $5 extra for a burger because I feel bad. No, I'm going to buy the $1 burger if it looks, tastes, and has the same ingredients. I'm not here to waste my money to make you feel better. I'm trying to get mine.
This is the home of the AI tool, where you can type in any channel on all of YouTube and it will use it as inspiration for the thumbnail it's generating. So for example, let's say you're MrBeast. You would just type in MrBeast here. Now it's going to look at all my recent videos and get inspiration from them. And for the prompt, I'm going to type in stranded on a volcano. And there you go, we now have a thumbnail with me dangling on the side of a volcano. This is perfect for inspiration, and if you do a couple iterations with the system, this is how you can literally generate your thumbnails going forward.
And as usual, Jack called this out.
His goal was to make YouTube content creation more accessible to people who were poor, which is, by the way, like 99% of the fucking earth. I thought this was fine.
Ow, what the actual F, and he used my logo in the promotion for it too. I hate what this platform is turning into, FAI.
All right. I'm sorry, bro. I think this shit is so corny.
The tool was marketed as a way to help
To say what the actual fuck just because you made an AI thumbnail, who cares?
smaller creators level up their packaging, basically letting you plug in a channel and generate thumbnails inspired by what they've already put out. But not only was this stealing people's work, but it's taken jobs away from real thumbnail designers. There are entire communities of freelance designers whose full-time income
Oh my God, we're taking away jobs from people who are no longer necessary. Oh my God. You know what? You're right. Like, we should all stop driving cars because we're taking away jobs from horse carriage people. Everybody should be driven by horseback. You should stop driving your own car and pay a taxi and an Uber driver to do all this shit for you. I'm good, bro. If you want to provide a service that I can't get anywhere else, I'll pay for it. But I'm not going to pay you for a service that I could get for 1/1,000,000th of the price just because I feel bad. Jesus.
comes from making thumbnails for creators.
How about you work with AI to make thumbnails that are better rather than saying, oh, don't use this thing that makes a perfectly fine thumbnail. Pay me $50 instead. Otherwise, I'll make a hate thread on you on Twitter. Hey guys, guess what? I use AI in my thumbnails, and my thumbnails are dog shit, and I don't give a fuck.
For them now to be replaced by a tool MrBeast made, which definitely breaks some form of copyright law. Now, Jimmy would actually apologize for this and remove the feature. He posted a statement saying he missed the mark, that the AI thumbnail tool would be pulled from view stats, and that it wouldn't be available going forward.
How's it going, guys? A week ago, I launched an AI thumbnail tool to help small creators make better thumbnails, and I thought people were going to be pretty excited about it, but I definitely missed the mark. If you open up Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. And so I read all your guys' feedback, and I've been thinking a lot about it, and so we just enacted some changes that I think you guys will find positive. And so going forward, there is no AI thumbnail tool. Anyone from now on that signs up for ViewStats Pro, there will not be the AI thumbnail tool. It just doesn't exist. We pulled it down. And on top of that, I wanted to go one step further to really show artists out there that I care. If you go on viewstats.com, under our more tools section, it will say hire thumbnail artists. And if you click that, it'll take you to a page of artist portfolios where you can commission a real thumbnail artist to make you a real thumbnail. So
Yay! Now I can pay $10,000 for something I could have got for free! Yes! Oh, thank God! MrBeast! Yes! I can pay $1 billion for something I could have got for free! Oh, dude. Whew. For a second there, I thought I was going to be able to save money. Thank God I wasn't able to do that.
I care more than any of you could ever imagine about the YouTube community. I mean, obviously, I'm the biggest YouTuber in the world, and I don't take that responsibility lightly. And so, you know, it deeply makes me sad when I do something that, you know, people in the community are upset by. And I also want to put out there that I guarantee you, I have spent more money on thumbnail artists than any other YouTuber in the world. I've probably spent more money on thumbnail artists than the top 100 creators combined.
Yeah, and now more people can waste money on thumbnail artists. Yes! Let's go. That's how good of people we are. Let's let in 1 million immigrants and set all our money on fire. That way, we can feel good in our heart. Oh, thank God.
I mean, I have a small army of thumbnail artists that work for me. I'm looking to hire more thumbnail artists. So I just want to put that out there. And I have no intention of firing my thumbnail artists or anything. Like, this is, you know, just supposed to help make them more effective and blah, blah. I mean, you know what I'm saying. But regardless, it doesn't matter. The tool's down for future people that sign up for ViewStats Pro. And yeah, now it's a funnel to help artists make more money. So I'm really excited. Go check.
Yeah, let's make artists more money. Yes. Let's help the lesbians not have to go out and get real jobs. Yes. Thank God, dude. Jacksepticeye for making this happen, dude. This is huge.
Check it out. Hey, go to viewstats.com and click on the Hire the Artist tab and, you know, go commission real artists, help them make more money. So take care, guys.
Now, on the surface, he looked responsible, but the way it was ultimately framed made a lot of people start questioning what Jimmy really cares about. Instead of just saying, yeah, this was a bad idea, I shouldn't have done that, it quickly became into this wholesome redemption arc about supporting thumbnail designers. You can really see how bad.
Even though MrBeast gave us exactly what we wanted, actually, this is a bad thing. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. These people are, they're insatiable. Holy fuck. This is why you never bend the knee, bro. Ever.
Sadly, MrBeast wants to keep up this good guy image. Instead of just apologizing and taking the hit, he turned it into this wholesome, let's help thumbnail designers find a job, whilst also trying to sound like this super moral guy because he spent loads of money on thumbnail designers. Every controversy this guy gets into gets shaped into a brand positive movement. I mean, even his apologies feel optimized. And it isn't the first.
Just say that you want MrBeast to kill himself. Straight up. Like, legit. Like, dude, this feels like the gacha community was saying Tontas. Like, it doesn't matter what the fuck this guy does. Everything this guy does is going to be horrible no matter what. Even though he did exactly what we wanted. I don't know, dude. Jesus. Brother's complaining about everything.
Time Jack has publicly criticized MrBeast back in 2024 when Jimmy, Logan Paul, and KSI teamed up to.
This shit was corny. Just say this. This is something that absolutely Jimmy should not have done. KSI's fine. Aligning yourself with Logan Paul is psychotic. This guy has confirmed scammed his audience out of millions of dollars, right? Say, damn, MrBeast looks awful aligning himself with this piece of shit, right? There you go. You don't have to make this shit up. But instead, we're out here just hallucinating atrocities.
Drop Lunchly, Jack and fellow OG Minecraft YouTuber Dan TDM called them out for trying to make a quick buck on impressionable kids. What happened to YouTubers, man?
And their product was shit. There was mold in their cheese.
I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How?
Man, I can't believe someone was selling things for the sake of making money. I can't believe someone was trying to make money. This is awful. What the hell? God, this is terrible. The worst thing is, logic like this works on children. You know, the crazy thing is, Hitler wrote a book called Mein Kampf. And in that book, it talks about just treat everyone like you're talking to like a complete fucking idiot, because 95% of the human race are idiots, and that's how you get ahead in life. And this is what all these people fucking do, is they pander to fucking retards who are unable to think for themselves. And you see that every single fucking day, bro. You see that shit every single fucking day. The people that get ahead are ones that pander to retards every day.
Does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them.
Or like shit on MrBeast for supporting Chris's transition. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's corny to allow one of your buddies to transition and give up on his kid and wife. Like, that was insane, right? Like, why are we talking about this other shit?
Do better. And Jack would immediately back him up, as he would say, you mess with Dan, you mess with YouTube. Because it wasn't just about Lunchly as a product, it was about what it represented. You had creators who grew up with YouTube as a creative space where you could express yourself. And now, they're watching the biggest names on the platform pivot into full-scale consumer brand aimed at their own fan bases. And this is around the time a lot of fans, or viewers, started connecting the dots. It wasn't specifically about Lunchly, it was the pattern. We had energy drinks, burgers, chocolate bars, kid snacks, finance apps, AI tools, everything. And people started to get the feeling that YouTubers weren't showing off this cool stuff they managed to make.
Yeah, man, I can't believe these YouTubers try to disrupt the space from these multi-billion-dollar corporations that have had a monopoly on the business for over 3 decades. Man, now our mom and pop Hershey's and Gatorade and Lunchables are going to go out of business. Guys, I'll say it, disrupting multi-billion-dollar corporations, if you can do it, is a good thing, because then it raises the standards for everybody buying those products. It's a good thing to do.
Instead, it was more like, how much revenue can we extract from this audience?
And also, no one's had the ability to do something like this ever.
Because if MrBeast only had Lunchly, it would be like, cool, he's got his own little side business. It's crazy to see YouTubers being able to launch their own food products. But when he's launching a new product every month, you start seeing it for what it really is. And Lunchly was a turning point for everyone. It was the first time mainstream audiences started saying out loud that YouTube
Chick-fil-A has haters, and yeah, Chick-fil-A should have haters. Chick-fil-A is fucking dog shit for you. But the problem is that Chick-fil-A has falsely marketed itself to consumers for years, and people believe that Chick-fil-A is actually good for you. Did you know that in 2024, Chick-fil-A changed the recipe of their chicken to where it's actually not 100% chicken breast anymore? It's not. Guys, a Chick-fil-A chicken breast has 47 different ingredients, and a lot of those same ingredients in Chick-fil-A is in fucking silly putty. And they put in addictive chemicals into the food to make it more addictive for human beings to want and crave it all the fucking time. It is not 100% chicken breast, even though they label it as 100% chicken on the menu. It is not. Because Chick-fil-A, do you know what the A in Chick-fil-A used to stand for? The Chick-fil-A used to stand for A-grade meat. And A-grade meat means that it's 100% of the meat. It is not 100% of that meat. Wait, proof where? So you would assume that if you were to see the ingredients of a Chick-fil-A grilled chicken breast, it would just say chicken breast. But when you look up the grilled chicken sandwich ingredient of Chick-fil-A and you look at it, well, this is a little bit more ingredients than just chicken breast. Yeah, it's loaded with fucking seed oils, loaded with fucking preservatives, loaded with different types of sugar, yes. By the way, do you want to know a fun fact? Do you know how many ingredients there are in the Chick-fil-A macaroni? 67. There are 67 different ingredients in the Chick-fil-A macaroni. Look at this shit. High oleate canola oil with dimethyl polyoxane added to reduce foaming. Why do you need to reduce foaming in chicken? By the way, do you also know what dimethyl polysiloxane is also in? Dimethyl polysiloxane, PDMS, is a silicone-based inert polymer that serves as the primary gooey ingredient in silly putty. Notably as an anti-foaming agent in fast food frying oils, e.g. McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry, bro, but you will not catch me eating silly putty in the wild, bro. I'm good. My opinion. But then again, don't even worry about what the fuck I'm saying right now. I'm very anti-fast food right now because I swapped to a natural diet and I feel the best I've ever felt. But the problem is it's a lot more expensive. But the reality is the government's trying to kill you by putting all these disgusting chemicals in your food. That's the truth. And it's crazy how once you get off fast food and cook all of your own food and you know what you're putting into it, how much better you'll feel. But the problem is Americans can't do that. And it drives me insane. Why do you think these videos like this piss me off so much? I hate knowing how the average American is just going to be fucking poor and eat shit slop their entire life, never retire until they die. I hate the state of the world right now. It's awful because people are treated like livestock animals rather than human beings. It's terrible. Anyway, sorry about all this shit. Cheap slop is way more expensive than clean food. I don't know, bro. It costs me around $23 a day to maintain my diet. Maybe you find that sustainable. Maybe you don't. I spend around $1,400 every month on the food that I have to eat. I don't think that's sustainable for a lot of normal people. I really don't. Every morning I eat eggs, ground beef, then I have whole milk, and I have honey, organic honey from a locally sourced farm, and some organic coffee. And then for lunch, I have apples and grapes and more ground beef. And then for dinner, I usually have more ground beef or maybe like, organic fucking chicken breast or some shit. Bro can't cook. Well, I mean, I can, but also I have like a fiance for that. Anyways.
Didn't feel the same anymore, and that the line between creator
you don't have to worry about eating hippie. That's just me min-maxing. You can be fine eating regular stuff. I turned into a gray, like gelatinous 340-pound blob by eating shit all the time, and now I'm attempting to get my life back in control, and I feel the fastest, most sharp, and best I've ever felt in my entire life right now, so I'm gonna keep to this diet for as long as I can.
And corporation had completely blurred. Because back in the earlier days, creators made money from ads and sponsorships once in a while. But now, every YouTuber's videos feels like a massive funnel. Because let's be honest, anyone above the age of 11 is not eating this crap. I mean, let's look into MrBeast's other businesses. Feastables, apparently a healthier alternative to Hershey's because it had 1 gram less of sugar and 10 fewer calories. Pretty much comparing trash versus garbage.
Well, the other thing is, it's how the ingredients are sourced. And the other thing is, yes, that is true. I wish there was a way to make Feastables healthy. And when they were, nobody wanted to eat them because they tasted like shit. And everybody knows that. So yes, the original iteration of MrBeast Feastables did taste like garbage. Yes, they did change the recipe to taste good because then people realized, well, they don't give a fuck about what they're putting in their bodies. Let's at least make the way that the cocoa is sourced is more ethical.
With YouTuber Agnesly accusing MrBeast of indirectly supporting child labor in the production of his chocolate bars.
That MrBeast is using child labor and slave labor for his chocolates today and has been since late 2023. When Feastables first launched in January of 2022, if you went into their FAQ, their frequently asked questions section, they proudly displayed that they were child labor free and slave labor free. As a matter of fact, in April of 2023, they doubled down and they added to their list of main menu options this option that said we're slave free. And if you clicked it, it had an entire dedicated page talking about how they were free of slave labor and child labor. But just a few months later, in October of 2023, that main page item that said we're slave free, that was removed. In addition, in the frequently asked questions,
this is really bad if this is true.
Section, that stuff about being child labor free and slave labor free, that stuff also disappeared. Later in May of 2024, and even to this day, there's no mention whatsoever at all about any kind of ethical sourcing of ingredients. When MrBeast first launched Feastables,
I'm gonna listen. If this guy is actually telling the truth, it is actually very bad, because then it is just shit compared to shit. True.
It was in line with his brand. They were clearly trying
I'm gonna fact check this right after.
to do things ethically. They actually got a certification from the Rainforest Alliance. Once you're certified, you're able to use their logo, which is a little frog, on all of your products, your website, on all of that stuff. When I saw the packaging for Feastables, both old and new, there was no Rainforest Alliance certified logo anywhere. He knew that one day they were going to get rid of that certification. You see, if one day that package has a frog logo on it and the next day it disappears, people will notice.
True.
They will especially notice because the Feastables bar, MrBeast sent this thing to everyone, to all.
Let me double check this right now. This is actually another very valid reason to shit on it if true. This says, no, there is no credible evidence that MrBeast, Johnny Donaldson, uses child labor to source chocolate for Feastables. In fact, the brand positions itself as explicitly ethical alternative to an industry where child labor is a widespread problem in West Africa. 100%. Feastables' official ethical sourcing policy, as stated on their website and press release, includes 3 main pillars aimed at combating child labor. 100% fair trade certified cocoa, payment of living income reference price, exclusive partners. Okay, so all of these are just allegations. Nothing is confirmed whatsoever, so I don't feel like weighing it at all. But as far as I'm concerned, until it's confirmed, I don't give a shit.
All the huge YouTubers. So instead, they decide to only put it on their website because at the end of the day, who the hell reads a website except for weirdos like me? And if it was on the website one day and then gone the next, no one would notice except for, again, weirdos like me. And sure enough, if you look at their website today, there's nothing about the Rainforest Alliance certification, nothing about being child labor free, nothing about being slave labor free. By doing it this way, I think they tried to fool everyone into thinking that their chocolate is still child labor free and slave labor free.
We also have Beast Burger, which on the
Well, once again, none of that is confirmed whatsoever.
surface seems like Jimmy's own restaurant, but behind the scenes it's just a bunch of ghost kitchens shipping out burgers from some random
This business was a fucking joke, and I'm glad they shut it down. This was awful.
unknown location.
There was no quality control. This wasted a shit ton of people's money. If you want to shit on him for this, absolutely. I can understand where his head was at, but this failed miserably.
It's like drop shipping but with food. Unlike other fast food chains where they have their own restaurants, Jimmy paid hundreds of kitchens across different states and countries to make his burger and package it as MrBeast Burger, which of course led to many quality control issues. And long story short, MrBeast sued them for over $100 million, with Beast Burger only having one restaurant left standing. And you see how it was never actually about delivering a tasty burger? No, they immediately had to scale across the entire continent where burgers were being made in shady and unhygienic ghost kitchens, leading to people getting moldy and even raw burgers. And if you think that is bad, well, God forbid you try criticize.
The problem is the intention behind that. MrBeast never had the intention to ship people moldy fucking burgers, but he should have done a better job of not expanding as rapidly and doing more quality control observations before trying to go mainstream. And the problem is he has a big head. His ego's out of fucking control, and he thought he could expand that quickly and trust people. Never trust anybody to handle your business. Ever. Much more quality control should have gone into observing who he's allowing to drop ship his product.
Something Jimmy made.
What do you think? You know what, Jimmy? Best burger you've ever had?
I said, this was filmed before the lawsuit.
It is a 6.5
5 out of 10, baby.
You forgot a couple of them. What do you not like about it?
It's nice.
No, it's a greatest burger you've ever had.
I said. No, but I like it.
What do you not like about it?
I like that it's free.
No, you have to tell us why it's just 6 out of 10.
Well, I'm a vegan for starters.
Cut.
I would buy one of these. Guys, it's very nice. I don't know. I've got really over-intensified. It's going to explode.
I also think Tom Bean's a loser, I'm not gonna lie. MrBeast burgers, they were decent. I would actually agree with 6.5 out of 10 though. They weren't great. They were okay.
You can see the exact moment I realized that my jokes are not landing. Right here.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you very much.
And then he kicked me out.
I've genuinely never seen bro more irritated than this. It seems like he wants to just punch Tommy right in the face.
I feel like a lot of people have that feeling, to be honest.
MrBeast reminds me of a little kid that's like, no, you have to play like this. You can tell he was mad with that answer. And then most recently we had Beastland launching a theme park in the Middle East where thousands die every year from slavery was probably not the best move. But
this one I was also on the fence about, but I need to do more research into Saudi Arabia.
But what can you expect? The Middle East is known for sports washing to help their country's PR. They probably gave Jimmy like $100 million and told him, don't worry about it, we got this.
There's a lot of... People have a lot of opinions on doing content in Saudi Arabia. Honestly, I'm pretty negatively biased towards it, but the more I think about it, I don't understand why I'm negatively biased on it. So I need to do more research. I'll probably look into that today on the pros and cons of content in Saudi Arabia. Because I still don't really know how I feel about it or why I feel about it. And I would love to hear your guys' opinions on that shit as well.
And just overall, the most annoying thing about MrBeast is how he tries to seem like the nicest, most relatable guy on the planet, and that he's always helping out. Like personally for me, the most annoying part about him is how he always tries to make it seem like he has no money. He'll do interviews and be like, well actually I have less money than everyone watching this.
No one ever believes anything I say. So, I mean, because they're like, you're a billionaire. I'm like, that's net worth. I have negative money right now. I'm borrowing money. That's how little money I have.
This is also incredibly disingenuous. He's trying to say that tactical debt equals real debt, and it fucking doesn't. I hate when influencers and celebrities try to come off as poor to seem more relatable. No, Jimmy, you are a fucking billionaire. Shut the fuck up. Stop acting like negative money and assets is you actually being poor. This is so disingenuous, it's insane. Like, legit, just a absolute liar.
Technically, everyone watching this video has more money than me in their bank account if you subtract the equity value of my company, which doesn't buy me McDonald's in the morning or whatever.
And he only says that because he's rich and he can borrow against his own assets.
Yeah.
And technically, if his companies run at a loss, he pays no taxes. Something along those lines. I'm not a finance expert, but I'll borrow you guys the clip. And it's just annoying because we know you have millions, probably hundreds of millions. Your companies are worth definitely billions. So don't try to make yourself seem like one of us, because you're not. And then also the whole giving away prosthetics, building schools, etc., etc. Don't get me wrong, that's great, but not when you're trying to push other people into donating, which is exactly what happened with the Team Water charity he launched last year.
Yeah, dude. This is another great example. You see how many good examples this video can give without giving disingenuous one? This one was also terrible, where he attempted to strong-arm influencers to give them money to a charity of his cause and then have the audacity to say, I raised this money for Team Water. Bitch, no, you didn't. You strong-armed other influencers to give money because if they didn't, then they would look bad. This shit was gay as fuck.
Meet you, I'm Jimmy.
And W to Asman for saying fuck no to this.
MrBeast. Yeah, there's this charity thing called Team Water where every dollar donated is a year of clean water for someone in need. Your friends here were saying you were a very generous soul.
Are you really gonna do this shit? I fucking at the McDonald's drive-thru, man. Is this gonna happen to me? Just give me a number, Jimmy.
All right, so Jinxie, Logan, they both just committed 100 grand and
100K? No way.
I see tweets all the time about how you're the most watched Twitch streamer, like watch time every month. You're like crushing it.
And you know what? You know how much I get paid for that? 17 cents. It's a big day for me. I'll donate. I'll donate, Jimmy. I'm not gonna donate $100,000. I'm gonna be honest. That's a lot of money.
You're putting people on the spot. Put me on the spot too, man. And
Asman, stop acting like you're poor. You're a multimillionaire. Start acting like it, buddy. Okay? I know you live in garbage and eat McDonald's, But everybody knows you're a multi-millionaire. Okay, let's relax, buddy.
And now I'm broke.
Spot, y'all try to make me look like an asshole. That's what's going on. I know what's going on here.
The issue was it seemed less like actually raising money for charity and more like a massive PR move for MrBeast. If he cared so much about charity, why didn't he just go donate to another charity or just go to Africa and use your own money? Nope, instead he did this massive stream where he pretty much called out random famous people or streamers and begged them for money. And even XQC, who did the stream with him, was getting seriously fed up as he kept on raising the amount they needed to raise. They were already there for hours and bro just wanted to go home.
Wait, should we go for 10 mil? 10 mil? No, I just throwing it out there. I mean, 10 million is a nice round number. No. I was kidding. But or less.
I'm gonna give it a buck. I was a little bit mad at Jimmy for not ending at 5 mil because of the way that it was ending. And I was mad at him again for not ending the second time. And people were gonna say, why are you mad at him? You're raising more money. But that's not the point though. The point is that I feel like as a person, not as a streamer, I was mad.
XQC was big base for this.
Because the guy, Hayes, he was paying money for charity to wrap it up.
With Nick A30 summarizing this whole situation off perfectly.
Team Water, what do you think of when you think of that? You're not thinking of any other creator except MrBeast. So MrBeast gets all the credit. So, you know, when he's, you know, asking people to donate on his stream and stuff and pressuring them, and I think it's just kind of a little weird. Like, bro, when they're pressuring these creators to donate money and everything for that, I can see why some creators don't want to do it because it's MrBeast's name that gets all the recognition.
And honestly guys, I could genuinely go for hours. MrBeast has been involved in so many dodgy businesses and scams. I should make a documentary instead. But you get the point. Jack and Dan, they were right all along. They're sick of YouTubers becoming corporations because YouTube is supposed to be the opposite of that. And
a broken clock's right twice a day. I don't think anything that Jack or Dan called MrBeast out for was founded by any stretch of the imagination. MrBeast is still a piece of shit, but not for the shit that Jack called him out for, besides making YouTube worse, which he absolutely was spot on for. Dan TDM was stupid, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. His take was so fucking dumb. Making money for the sake of making money, yeah, so does every other person on earth. Shut up.
that's really what this whole thing comes down to. Not whether MrBeast is evil, not whether he's successful, not whether he worked hard, but whether the version of YouTube he represents is the one the people actually want. Because for a lot of us who grew up on this platform, it doesn't feel the same anymore. And whether you agree with Jack or not,
YouTube is far worse today than it was. Absolutely facts.
you can't deny he saw the shift coming before most people were willing to admit it. Because of course at first everyone saw MrBeast as this guy who's just doing cool and crazy challenges. But as time went on, we saw the truth behind it. So let me know guys' thoughts in the comments below. Do you think MrBeast is evil and money?
Once again, this video had the potential to be very good, but it was such convoluted with bad faith arguments and poor framing. It was just a little bit cringe, but it was at least a compelling video that got me to be able to talk about what the actual problems are. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you all in the next one. Peace.